Staying in the Hollywood spotlight can be tough. One minute you're winning Oscars for your performance, and the next you're making headlines for how irrelevant you've become. Or YouTube countdown lists, like this one. I'm your host Joss Bedard. Today on Beyond the Screen, we're going through a countdown list of 10 celebrities who went to extreme lengths to stay in the spotlight. Make sure you stick around to the end because we run a blooper reel and do comment shoutouts, and you can also find us outside of YouTube. Our social media links are down below. But for now, let's get into it. Beginning the countdown list, number 10 is Soulja Boy. When I was in high school, he was blowing up the charts with his Soulja Boy song that everyone learned the dance moves to. But over the years, he has faded from the spotlight, especially in comparison to all the rappers who have come out since then. Which is probably why in 2018, he decided he was going to become some kind of tech mogul. He randomly released handheld video game consoles with his own game called Soulja Game. It all seemed super sketchy though. People started noticing that they were almost identical to these other consoles manufactured by a company called Anbernic. After the news broke, his games mysteriously disappeared from the website not long after their debut. Turns out he was actually selling knockoff tech products, but at a much higher price. Coming into number 9, we have Mariah Carey. It's easy to think that she wouldn't have to put in much effort when it comes to staying in the spotlight. She's been titled one of the best-selling female artists of all time, but her reputation kind of took a hit when her high-profile divorce drama was heavily documented in the media. She was 23 years old when she got married to record professional Tommy Mottola, and he was 44 at the time. She now looks back and actually calls herself a child bride, which is never a good thing. They split in 1998 and her career continued after that, but people say that the divorce drama is what reinvented her. She was worried about where her career would go since he had so much power in it at the time, so she reappeared in the media wearing sexy revealing clothes, which wasn't like her usual classy image. Fans think that the image change wasn't just post-breakup like hot body revenge, but more a grasp to stay in the spotlight. Swipe our number 8 spot is Vanilla Ice. At one point in time, he was riding the wave of success after his huge one-hit wonder, Ice Ice Baby. But the song's popularity faded, and so did his fame. From there, he tried to switch things up and reinvent himself more into hard rock, but that didn't work too well either. So he returned to his hometown in Florida and began a contracting career which was successful, as well as motocross racing and professional jet skiing. Seems like a decent life, but we all know that fame can be addictive, especially after having a taste of it. So he re-embraced his hip-hop image and returned to music, showing up on the ABC series Dancing with the Stars, which many people saw as a desperate attempt at making a return into the limelight. I'd say so. Cruising into the number 7 spot is Lindsay Lohan. The world watched her career crumble after getting arrested for a DUI and charged with possession of cocaine and a misdemeanor for hit and run following the accident. She was sentenced to 120 days in county jail and 480 hours of community service. Fans didn't think her career would ever heal from it, and it looked like she didn't either. After the chaos settled, she moved to Dubai to start a new life where paparazzi is illegal. And many years later, she shocked all of us when she announced that she would be getting her own MTV reality show. Nothing screams trying to stay in the spotlight like a good old reality TV show. She actually opened her own beach club in Mykonos called Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, and the MTV show followed her around running her business and finding new employees for the club. The show did not get renewed for a second season, and the beach club shut down shortly afterwards. In spot number 6 is Tom Cruise. No doubt he is one of the most successful box office actors in modern day Hollywood. He's been in the spotlight for many years, but his reputation has been under scrutiny ever since he got closely involved to the Church of Scientology. It's been said that the religion is actually the main reason that his marriages to Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes fell apart. But one thing about Tom that we could never forget is when he went on the Oprah show and started jumping up and down on her couch, screaming and pumping his fists in the air, yelling how much he loves his wife at the time. Since the incident, fans claim that that was all actually a planned publicity stunt in an attempt to make him and Scientology look good. A little crazy, but I guess like professing your love like that is like romantic or something. I thought it was weird. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Coolio. He first made a name for himself as a rapper, hence the stage name, Coolio. But after his rap career went dead, he decided to make a shift towards cooking after realizing he is a decent cook and could possibly stay famous. He participated in a number of celebrity cook-offs but had beef with the Food Network, which actually led him to launching his own show called Cookin' with Coolio. He described the show as, I quote, I'd be clowning on everyone with more profanity and better looking girls and a better house band. Because every cooking show needs better looking girls. He launched the show on his own web channel, which he titled My Damn Channel. How creative. The show was basically a hot mess. He is doing better now, but these were desperate times, and I feel like they just called for desperate measures. Clearly. We've made it to number 4 and we have KATHERINE HEIGL. In the later 2000s, this beautiful blondie was popping up in every rom-com movie out there. 27 Dresses, Knocked Up, The Ugly Truth. But even outside of the romantic world, she was also known for her role on the TV series Grey's Anatomy. But girl got herself in some trouble after badmouthing her movie Knocked Up, saying that it was uptight and humorless. Then she went on to diss her time on Grey's Anatomy and her entire career was on the line. She had been nominated for an Emmy for her performance on the show though, and in what looked like a desperate attempt, she pulled herself from the nomination. I didn't even know that you could do that. She claimed she did it because she wasn't pleased with her own performance, like it was some kind of noble act, but dang girl, that is a little extreme. You didn't even know if you were gonna win the award. At least just take the nomination. In the 3rd spot is Aaron Carter. The majority of his fame came from the fact that he is Nick Carter's brother, aka the leading man of the Backstreet Boys, but he dabbled in the acting world when he was in his teens, showing up on shows like Lizzie McGuire and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Seventh Heaven. But as he grew older, he started struggling with a severe drug addiction after his sister tragically lost her life to an overdose. His brother Nick actually had to get a restraining order against him because he threatened to kill his wife and their child. In the midst of his struggle though, it looked like he was trying to get some publicity after he randomly confessed his love for Hilary Duff. The two of them dated briefly when they were 13 years old, if that even counts, and they haven't talked ever since. He started tweeting out all this crazy stuff and vowed that he was gonna get her back, saying, "Don't be that guy who loses the love of your life forever. I'll spend the rest of my life trying to better myself to get to her. I don't care what any of you think." Keep in mind, Hilary is married with 2 children and said that his comments make her uncomfortable. Me too, Hilary. They make me uncomfortable too. Taking over the number 2 spot is The Situation. His real name is Mike Sorrentino, but he got the nickname Situation after starring on the reality TV show Jersey Shore. The show was a massive success and he was known worldwide for his muscles and his hilarious personality. But once the series ended, there wasn't anything to his career. So he had to come up with something to stay in the spotlight. So what did he do? He launched an iPhone app that had a workout plan and a gym locator built into it. It also had a game called Grenade Dodger. Only true Jersey Shore fans will get that reference. But that didn't go too well, seeing as the term grenade on the show represents what they think is an unattractive woman. It was a good attempt, but very, very unsuccessful. He was later arrested for tax evasion and sentenced to 8 months in prison, which he completed in 2019. Stealing the number 1 spot, and rightfully so, is Britney Spears. The world was left in shock back in 2007 when the pop star smashed up a car with an umbrella and walked into a barber shop and shaved off all her hair. It would be easy to think that it was just for publicity because no one in their right mind would take a razor and shave off all that beautiful blonde hair. It did come across in a celebrity had a meltdown kind of way. Since then, rumors have spread that she was struggling with a drug addiction, or did it for attention, or had a actual severe mental illness. At the time though, Britney revealed that it was just because she didn't want anyone touching her hair, and that she was tired of it. I don't think any of us will ever truly know what she was going through during that time, or what her intentions were, but if she wanted media attention, she got it. Well, there you have it guys, that is our countdown list for today. Fire a thumbs up if you liked it and tell me what you're thinking down in the comments. I don't judge. That's a lie. I sometimes judge. But for now, let's check out some comments from some of my other videos. Tiki Miranda says, Jocelyn, I have a question. What's a newspaper? I have no idea. I've never heard of that before. Deep Slayer says, good to see that the comment section isn't flooded with compliments to the host. It was getting a bit weird. You are telling me, my friend. It was getting very weird. Keena Nice says, is that a scrunchie on her wrist? Girl, those emojis look like you are cringing at the scrunchie on my wrist. What do you have against scrunchies? I always wear them as bracelets. Saeem Nasrallah says, hi Joss, tell Lucy I said happy birthday. I will definitely tell Lucy that you said happy birthday. And if you guys haven't wished her happy birthday, go wish her one, but it's belated now. Still counts though. Alright guys, I'm getting out of here. Make sure you leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe. I've been your host, Joss Bedard. Just enjoy these bloopers. I'm your host, Joss Bedard. Today on Beyond the Screen, we are... This seems slow. Does it? What is it?
It is on 12.
Oh. I think the... Actually, I think just leave it. Leave it! Leave it! I have no idea what kind of voice that was.
I'll leave it then.
I was very passionate about you leaving it.
A banana.
A banana!